Missouri Republican Senator Josh Hawley became the first senator to say he'll object to the certification of President-elect Joe Biden's Electoral College victory when Congress meets on January 6 to accept the results of the presidential election. Several House Republicans have previously signaled their intention to do the same. With members of both the House and Senate bringing objections, it'll set off a dramatic scenario requiring a roll call vote in both chambers. The January votes are unlikely to change the outcome of the election, but they will cap off a prolonged effort by President Donald Trump's allies seeking to overturn the president's defeat and hinder Biden's transition. Democrats control the House and will be able to vote down the measure. In the GOP-controlled Senate, several GOP senators have already indicated their objections to efforts to overturn the election and will likely join Democrats in affirming Biden's win. Hawley cited unsubstantiated claims of voter fraud and accused the state of Pennsylvania of failing to adhere to its election laws by extending the deadline for mail-in ballots, an argument that has repeatedly been rejected by federal courts. An outspoken critic of the tech industry, Hawley also accused social media companies of election interference on Biden's behalf. "I cannot vote to certify the Electoral College results on January 6 without raising the fact that some states, particularly Pennsylvania, failed to follow their own state election laws," Hawley said in a Wednesday statement. "And I cannot vote to certify without pointing out the unprecedented effort of mega-corporations, including Facebook and Twitter, to interfere in this election, in support of Joe Biden. At the very least, Congress should investigate allegations of voter fraud and adopt measures to secure the integrity of our elections. But Congress has so far failed to act." A Biden's transition spokesman declined to comment on Hawley's objection, pointing instead to remarks the president-elect made in December after the Electoral College vote certification. "We the people voted," Biden said then. "Faith in our institutions held. The integrity of our elections remains intact. And now it's time to turn the page, as we've done throughout our history." Hawley's announcement comes after weeks of Republican office holders seeking to overturn Biden's victory despite the fact that he won the popular vote by the largest margin of any challenger against an incumbent since Franklin Delano